Hey guys, and welcome to the Gamessaves weekly podcast. I am your host, Daniel Adams, or my gamer tag is AwesomeAdams41, and here's my co-host.
My name's Ray, co-host of Gamessaves. Um, Gamer tag is LL Radon LL. Not Raiden, but if you know how to spell, then
If you know how to
it's
spell,
Radon.
you should get your name right, correct?
That's right. I mean, every time I play online, it's like people just don't realize that Raydon is Radon.
Well, I
So
have the
they
same
think it's
problem.
Raiden.
I have the same problem when people they'll call me Adam because they'll say Awesome Adams, and they'll be like, "Hey Adam, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Uh, if you're referring to me as Adam, then you got the name wrong."
It does have
And
an S on the end.
yeah, I guess they think Adam's like more than one Adam. I guess I don't even know if that makes sense.
What can you expect over Xbox, right?
That's right, but you can't diss Xbox because it's better than PS3, right? I'm just
It
kidding.
has its benefits,
Yeah,
but we're not going to smash systems here today.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do play more. The only game system I do not play is the Wii, so not yet,
Yeah,
at
because
least.
I'm not a moving around type of person. I like sitting down playing my games.
I like being lazy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Who
So,
doesn't? Who doesn't? Everyone
so
wants to be lazy these days.
that is true. That is true. So, what games have you been playing this week?
Oh man, I've been playing Defiance. I started on that. I played that for a little while. That was fun. It's a great game. Um, I started to get back into GTA. I mean, the fifth one's coming out, so it's just like I want to play the fourth one again.
Yeah, I feel you. I've been playing that too, and it's a good game. I didn't play it back when it first came out. I was occupied with other games, and I just missed that one for some reason. So I went back and decided to start playing that. I've been playing like the expansion packs and the Ballad of Gay Tony. I've been playing that one, which I really enjoy.
Yeah,
And
I think that's a really good one. It's probably the best one out of the two.
well, I really haven't got deep into it. Like I'm playing. I started the expansion pack, The Lost and the Damned. It's like a biker gang. That seems like it's gonna be cool for anyone who's like in the Sons of Anarchy. It has that feel, even though I don't like Sons of Anarchy, but like I kind of every time I put that into play, I'm like this feels just like Sons of Anarchy.
It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched Sons of Anarchy, go to Netflix. It's a good show. But
I,
back on topic,
yeah,
I played Halo 4. Halo 4, I got back into that. That's always fun. The added Griff Ball. Team SWAT's fun. But
what's your
Griff
favorite
Ball
game
took a...
type?
Oh, man. I like snipers. Snipers pretty fun, but probably SWAT. SWAT's the most enjoyable games game out of the playlist, I would think.
I would have to agree. I
One
really
shot, you
enjoy
die,
SWAT.
you know?
Yeah,
It's
if
fun.
you can get a headshot, I mean you can. There's other ways.
And, of course, Minecraft. You can't forget about that.
We
Can't
play
stop playing that
Minecraft.
game.
I didn't know
But
that.
Minecraft. We play Minecraft all the time. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Got to get on the 360 and the PC and hopefully the PS3 eventually.
That'd be nice. I mean, I got a feeling there's PS3 players who've never probably think it's the dumbest game because they never got a chance to play, and hopefully it turn them on to such
But
a great
guys,
game.
if you have a PS3 and you have a PC, go get the PC version. It's not going to be the same thing because the PC is more ahead than the 360, but it's harder because it is on the computer. But good news for you, E3 is right around the corner, isn't it, Daniel?
Yes, sir, it is. I'm ready.
Everyone's excited. E3 is here at last. We'll get to hear about the new Call of Duty. Hopefully get some Destiny. I'm looking forward to some Destiny.
Oh, me too. Me too.
But the biggest thing I think that I've got wind of is that Notch, the creator of Minecraft, Um, Sony actually sent him a golden PS1. Okay, it's an E3 invitation.
PS4.
So what now?
You said PS1. I was just
It is the
fixing that.
yeah. They sent him a gold PS1.
A PS1. Wait a minute. Why
Yeah, the
PS1?
very first PlayStation, they gave him a gold one. But here's the funny thing: it didn't come with a controller or any cords to hook it up.
I wonder if he took it apart though to see what's inside.
The Ender Dragon, no.
Yeah, most likely.
But
He couldn't handle
yeah,
it.
that right there is a sign that Sony is trying to get a hold of Minecraft. So hopefully they might be working out a deal, because if Microsoft's contract on Mojang should be running out any time now if it hasn't already.
Well, it has hit the year mark. As
It has.
everyone who plays should know. So it should have happened around there. If I don't know, for some reason I would think that that's when the contract would end of being exclusive to Xbox.
But if they're really smart, they will put it on PS3. Because not everyone's gonna be able to get PS4, but it will work amazingly on PS4, because whenever the PlayStation 4 was announced, all these, I don't know, how to connect to social networking, how to put YouTube videos up from your system, how to record from your system. Minecraft is such a sandbox of everything. You can do anything you want. So if it's on PS4, putting stuff on YouTube is going to be very easy, and a lot of people can do it. So that's
Well,
going to be an up to that.
well, at first when I heard that they're gonna have the ability to share videos straight from your console with the PS4, I was kind of like, well, that's gonna mess it up for anyone who's went out and bought a capture card and spent the money and spent the time to start doing videos. That it's just like this is gonna create a shortcut. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, it's not gonna be perfect. If they have it, no matter what they do, you're gonna be able to share games and stuff. But there's gonna be some like hold back for you or held back, like you won't be able to like probably record for long periods of time. So it's gonna be one of those, it's like, yeah, you can record, but how long can you really do it, and how good the graphics will, or how good the quality of the video will be, and can you do voiceover?
And not only that, excuse me, not only that, it's how long will it take to put on a social network or YouTube through your
Yeah,
PS3 4 system. So therefore, you got to look at that too. It's like
will
I
it be
can't play my
background?
game. I can't play my
Yeah,
game while it's uploading. So, and plus, it's probably gonna take up a lot of memory too to do
that is
that.
true.
So we gotta wait and see. Let's see what they come up with. See how it turns out. PS4 is looking pretty strong too. We haven't heard much of Xbox One. We'll probably wait until E3 to release that information. But from what we
Yeah,
did hear about Xbox One, is, I don't know, mixed feelings for me
is
about
it the
the
name that
Xbox.
does it? Is that what makes the feelings mixed?
Well, that too. Why would you name it Xbox One? A lot of people came up with that rumor 720. I was like, that I didn't never believe that rumor, because 720 just sounds. I mean, it's just not a legit name to me. I figured it'd be like Xbox Revolution or something in those areas of lines. Sounds
Yeah.
a lot better, but Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, that's gonna make it hard for when you talk about the original Xbox. Everyone calls it the Xbox One. Then I thought about people can just call it the Xbox or the first Xbox. Just like, hey, you remember on the first Xbox? So I don't think that's gonna be a big of the problem. But I think that Xbox or Microsoft had realized that they had messed up with calling it the Xbox 360. I don't think they thought the name process out as much as like Sony did with calling it the PS1 or PlayStation than PlayStation 2, because it makes more sense to go up in numbers 1, 2, 3 instead of go up from 1 to 360. and now it's back down to one. So
Yes, that's aggravating. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'd rather just call it the one. FX. Just forget saying Xbox.
yeah,
Might as well just go ahead and forget about saying Xbox and just say the one. Just like 360. Call it 360. So,
do
but
you think
the
that's
whole what?
do
Go
you
ahead.
think that's the reason they named it the Xbox One? So people's gonna call it the one. So people are like, "What are you talking about? The one?" It's like it make them feel obligated to get that over the PS4.
It's possible. It's possible. Microsoft is genius when it comes to marketing. So we just gotta see what they're about at E3. See what all the one's about and what games are coming out with it and what's going on with that. So, but from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong. Xbox One servers, online games, like if it's multi-platform, let's say Call of Duty when it comes out. When Call of Duty comes out, it's going to come out multi-platform. It's going to come out on PS4, 3, 4, 360, and Xbox One. Okay, the 360 and the Xbox One should have the same servers.
I have heard that, and I do think I mean it is possible for them to do that because if you go back to Defiance, it both ran PC servers, or you could be on a PC and play against Xbox players. So if they can make that jump, then I'm sure that they could make it possible for Xbox 360 to play Xbox One players.
That was, excuse me for, pardon me for just throwing off topic, but that was the one of the things that Defiance pulled out that I think made that game really good. Um, which Xbox One, PS4 should go ahead and do. Connect servers with all the servers, like have PS4 servers, like you play Call of Duty, have Call of Duty players from PC, 360, and PS4 all on one servers. I think that would make gaming more revolution than ever before.
So you do remember me and you were talking about the Shadowrun, not Shadowrun. We were talking about Defiance, about the game being like an MMO that where you could play with people from the PC. I was listening some people talking in like a podcast or something, and apparently Shadowrun, an old game, is like I don't even remember how old it is now. Apparently, it had where you could play PC players, and I was just thinking that's such a like it goes back for like it came out so long ago, and it worked. It was they're able to play with PC players. Why is it now Defiance is the only game that does that? Why is there only two games that ever try it or attempt it?
And the thing is, Defiance came from a small company, and they pulled it off. The
Yeah,
game was good. The game is really good. You might have some lag when you play like Arc Falls, which are gatherings from all your players wanting to gather up at one point and fight bosses. And me and you played, and there was like, I want to say the 70 to 80 players in one area and barely any lag.
that's true.
And it was just, it's awesome. And they have a multiplayer part of it too, where it's like, it's called Shadow War, and it's 64 on 64. I had never experienced any lag on it.
Yeah, I mean I did experience some problems, but to get back on topic, since we are having a fun rambling on about Defiance, maybe you shouldn't have took it back and we should have played it more. But how do you feel about the new controllers?
Oh man, I'm not a fan of motion controllers. I'm not a fan of the touchscreen controllers because I'm not the type of player who wants to use that. The PS4 is going to have a touchscreen feature on the controller, which I don't think I'm gonna like too much. I'm the type of player who wants to hold the controller and use it instead of touching stuff on the screen. If I
You
wanted
own a
to, what?
you own a PS Vita, isn't that like isn't the touch screen on there? just about like the same? Isn't it
It
like the
is.
same as a controller?
So the controller has a little a like a little pad for like your heat of your finger, so you can use it on the for the games. The
Like what?
Vita is actually a touch screen gaming device. I'm not a fan of touch screen games. I bought the Vita for mainly like the games that you don't need to use your finger for.
Yeah.
I mean, the touchscreen is pretty good about it, but I'm just not a fan of motion controllers, motion gaming. Um, so I don't think I'm gonna like the PS4 controller too much. The Xbox One controller, to me, looks a little small. Um, I like the thumbsticks. If you have a Chrome controller, it's the same exact type of thumbsticks, but they're a little bit deeper, like where you stick your thumb. They're a little bit deeper. Um, they move the home button up, but the bad thing about
Yeah, it's gonna mess me
yeah,
up.
it moved it up. It was kind of weird, and I can't see the triggers on them, so I think they kind of moved the triggers up and flattened out the back. The R, the L trigger, right trigger. I think they flattened them up a little bit. I haven't seen a full picture of the controller, but from what I can see, pictures and what they showed us at the press conference, it looks a little flatter. Like,
How would you feel though if like if the Xbox One controllers are like the PS3 controllers now, where you plug it up to the system to
I would
charge
like that
it?
a lot better.
Because I've been hearing that that's like if they've looked at the people have looked at the controller and I wasn't able to see, but that they had plugs for that and that it was operated that way that you couldn't do like charger packs like you do now, or just put AA batteries in there. That it's gonna be like system charge only.
Okay. I hope they do that because batteries suck. No one wants to spend what $5 on a pack of batteries every other week. Because if you play a lot, your batteries die quick. And a playing charge, I've been through so many of those because my batteries just got fried. So my
Yeah,
PS3
that's true.
controllers last me forever. So I hope they go with that. Um, the bad thing about that controller, from that design, is if you overcharge it constantly, it will ruin the battery. But they claim the Microsoft claims that the controller will last up to 10 years. They said
That's
they said they pressed every button on the controller 4 to 5 times a second. Um, for a while, they didn't give like a specific time, but they said they put that controller with over 3 million button presses, and it still worked fine. So they say it's going to be like damage resistant. So if you drop it, it's not going to hurt the controller. So they're going with a more
which is good.
like the PS3 controller. I feel like I could snap that in half. So hopefully with that controller, it's going to be a little more sturdy. It
That
would
would
be
be really
great.
good to
So
see. So what games do you expect to see when the console launches?
I'm not sure. Call of Duty, I think, is going to be the release of it. I think Call of Duty will be one of the release games for it. I don't know of any other games. They have not said anything about it. But hopefully E3 come around, they're going to give us a good list and hopefully make me more excited about the release.
Yeah, I mean definitely we'll have a podcast after that to give how we feel about the how E3 went and how about the games and stuff like that. I personally think that there isn't. I'm not exactly sure what game it would be, but I'm sure there's going to be a game that comes out around launch that's going to be like become a big franchise and It's going to be like come out of nowhere and probably be like a great game, like Halo or Call of Duty is, or even the Gears of War series. I just got a feeling that something's going to come out and just be really
I'm
amazing, which I cannot wait
I'm
to find
very
out.
excited. I know this hasn't been announced. This is not an announcement. This ain't nothing like that. But I'm looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls on a new system. i I'm hoping. I don't think I'm ever get it, but I'm hoping they put Elder Scrolls Online on the PS1 and the PS4. That's what I'm hoping for.
That would be nice
That's
to have.
uh, that's a lot to ask for, but I hope they do that. That's one game that I really want to play, and I want to play it on a system.
That's true. I mean, we could definitely have
Oh
some
yeah,
fun on that. Do a lot of videos.
definitely love Skyrim. Skyrim was fun.
It really was. I enjoyed it. I've been I've been highly thinking about going back and playing a little bit, but every time I do, I always feel like it's just not the same as when I first played it, and it takes me a while to get
Well,
into it.
yeah, once you go through it your first time and get really good at it, it's just like going back through again. It's fun, but it's nothing new. I want new stuff. Hopefully,
Yeah.
a new one to come out. So,
So, do you want to talk a little bit more about Defiance, even though you're not playing
yes,
it
I'm not
anymore?
playing it anymore. Not because I didn't like the game, because I really don't have time to play it as much as I want to play it. So, kind of got rid of it. But it's a wonderful game, great game. I recommend it. Overall,
Yeah, I thought.
what?
I was just gonna say that I thought that it was a really good game. Pretty solid. Just hopefully it'd stay as good as it's been.
When I first before we even bought it, I looked up reviews on it. Reviews gave it about a 5 out of 10. Gave it about a fair rating. Um, I don't usually buy games that get low ratings, but that game just looked like the opportunity, good ideas that I was looking for in a game. After I got it, I completely fell in love with it. The bad thing about it, the story didn't get me intrigued like I wanted to. It didn't pull me in, but that's okay because the gameplay and the action of it made up for it in every way possible.
The action, like the combat, I was amazed at how good it looked. Like one day, I was looking through a sniper rifle just at you fighting up on top of a building against one of these bigger enemies, and I was just looking up there watching, and like I felt like I was watching a movie. Like the combat was so like it looked like it was scripted, but it wasn't. It was like you playing, just going against a computer animated enemy. It was really good.
Yeah, I remember that one. That guy was hard as hell, but I beat him. No, but
Yeah.
seriously,
I just sat there watching. Maybe instead of watching how amazing it looked, I should have
yeah,
been helping. Right?
but it took us like 20 minutes to
Yeah,
beat
they
him,
might have
but
helped.
we beat him. But I recommend the game to anybody who loves the game, who likes games like that, your MMOs.
Or even RPGs, because it
Pick it
kind
up
of,
a lot.
it's like if you never done MMOs, it's not like you have to be a certain kind of person to enjoy it. And it's like I was amazed on the first time I got on, I'd made a character, and I was just messing around, going through like the different features, like where you could dance and like shout out to people and stuff, and type text in and talk to people. And someone walked up, and I was just like dancing, and they started dancing with me. So we danced there for about 5 minutes before he finally sent me a party invite, and then I joined the party, and we talked for a minute. We are like, yeah, which I was like, yeah, you got the game. He's like, yeah. So it was weird that we both had that like this was his first time on the game, and like there's all these people joining all the time, and we just ended up playing all these missions together, and like he could drop in and drop out of the missions, and it all ran really smooth, and it was just really fun experience that I hope don't end for me soon, but with firing of all the people who worked on the game, I don't know what's to come. So
The game is $59.99, brand new. $54.99 pre-owned at your local pre-owned video games. I recommend getting it. I give it an 8. Gameplay is flawless. Give about
I
an 8
mean,
out of 10. So I
it
would definitely recommend picking it up.
I, I mean it did have its flaws and stuff, but you kind of look around that. And for anyone who does play it and they're looking for a clan, or if anyone decides to buy it from influence from us, we're not gaming experts, but we have played our fair amount of games. And if you do decide you buy it, just send one of us a message. If you send him, he'll tell me, and we can get you into the clan we have on there. And all we're trying to do is just have a community clan, so everyone can join if they're beginners or if they're really good, and we could all like find a place for us to go and play with each other and do missions and stuff. So that'd be cool if y'all want to do that.
It would definitely hit us up. I mean, I might not play it anymore, but still got other games we go around playing. So definitely hit us up if you want to join. Definitely play a lot of Minecraft. We're looking for more people to play Minecraft with.
Yeah, we really enjoy playing with others and people who get watch any of the videos and enjoy the videos. We enjoy like hearing them say, like, well, I saw your video on YouTube and stuff. I just wanted to play a game with y'all, and sometimes we'll play for a little bit and we'll never play again. Sometimes they end up staying around, and you can make it into a video that way, because we are in need of a few more players for a series we're gonna start up here soon.
True story. Join Gamessaves. We're going to put our game tags on the description. And club names, clan names. Definitely hit us up. Send them a message on Xbox. Don't be afraid. Or
Or
YouTube,
on
that too.
YouTube, just whatever's easier. I know some people that they feel easier to contact through YouTube instead of Xbox, which is totally okay. Depending on how many messages I get, normally I talk to everyone who sends me a message. So as long as you're not insulting me or anything, I'm probably gonna reply.
Yeah, me too. So, excuse me. Don't be afraid to got this. Play with this. It'll be fun.
Don't be afraid of the dark now, kids.
Daniel, this was fun. I enjoyed our first podcast. So
It was good, and we'll
and
be
I'm
back
glad
next week
for y'all to
for
join us.
sure.
And I'm right on.
All right, and I'm Awesome Adams.
We're logging off.
All right, and we're logging off. We'll see